me 30 seconds.
I just sent Kyle a text. He's signing on.
Vincent, I'm gonna need to see you in the morning, first thing. 9:30, 10 o'clock or something like that.
Okay. I'll be there.
That's
I got
midday for
vouchers.
Vincent, Jim.
Excuse me?
That's midday for Vincent.
Yes, I know, but I've got vouchers I gotta have them sign.
Okay, almost there. Now, okay, we're live. We're recording.
We are live. Okay.
Yeah.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the
United States of
United
America,
States of America,
and to the republic for which it stands,
one
one
nation,
nation, under
under
God,
God,
indivisible, with
liberty
liberty.
and justice for all.
Justice for all. Thank you. And please call the roll.
Councilman Kitchen. I see him.
Hear me? Hello?
Yes, I hear you now.
Okay, Councilman Kitchen.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay, Councilman Morrow,
Here,
Councilman Stacretto,
Here,
Councilman Van Cleek,
Here,
Supervisor Quigley.
Here, thank you very much. Welcome to the Town of Ulstertown Board meeting, rescheduled to Wednesday, December 23rd, 2020. We're all present, and hopefully everybody out there in technology land can hear us and understand what we are discussing tonight. Are there any additions or changes to the agenda?
none from me.
None from me.
none.
Okay. Are there any members of the public on that wish to discuss agenda items? Okay, I don't see any. May I have a motion to approve the minutes of the November 5th Town Board Workshop meeting and the November 19th Town Board meeting?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Do I have a motion?
Second.
I said, I
Roll
made
call vote, please.
Eric,
Okay. Councilman Kitchen,
Yes.
Councilman Morrow,
yes.
Councilman Stacretto,
Yes,
Councilman Van Cleek,
Yes,
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes.
Okay,
We may have a problem tonight. It looks like everybody's freezing up on my screen.
I'm okay on my side at the moment.
Okay.
everyone,
Suzanne, are there any announcements for the town board?
no announcements tonight.
Okay. Mr. Van Cleek, can you present the abstract of claims, please?
Yes, we reviewed all the documents that were submitted, and we had prepaid bills of $989,342.23. We had standard bills of $469,381.76. We had a transfer of $375. So we have a total of $1,459,098.99. I make a motion they be accepted.
So
I'll make that mo-
second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Kitchen,
Yes.
Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
Yes.
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. There will be no budget modifications presented tonight. Moving on to new business. First item on our new business agenda is the presentation and acceptance of the town clerk's monthly report for the month of November 2020. Before calling for a motion to accept, I'm asking are there any explanations that are required to be given by the town clerk on the report that has been presented?
This is a much higher report than normal. Typically, our report is around 30,000. This month was 111,000 due to the fact that we received a building permit for Landau Solar / Cypress Creek on Route 32 South, the solar project, for $73,000.
May I have a motion to accept the report as presented?
So moved.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Yes, Councilman Kitchen,
Yes.
Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
Yes.
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. The next item under new business is the presentation and acceptance of the supervisor's monthly report for the month of November 2020. You just heard the presentation of claims, which shows that we paid out just recently about almost $1.5 million. It is that time of the year when the expenses are heavy and the cash flow is light. You will note in the monthly supervisor's report, I think it's about $150,000, $190,000 in cash receipts, and our expenses are running about normal. So that's the only thing I'd like to call to your attention. Other than that, things are moving along. We're wrapping up the end of the year, and the variances look good for most of the funds. So I ask for a motion to accept.
So moved.
Second.
I'll second it.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Kitchen,
Yes.
Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
Yes.
and Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. The next item is a motion to authorize the hiring of a full-time assistant building inspector, and I'll turn that to the head of the Personnel Committee.
Eric?
Clayton, if you could.
Sure. At the recommendation of Warren Tutt and after interviewing by the Personnel Committee, we recommend James Bruno as an assistant building inspector for the building department. He will be full-time. It is part of the competitive group. Union position, yes. It's with Local 17. James is being hired as a provisional full-time assistant building inspector effective 1/4/21 at the rate of $18.19 per hour.
May I have a motion to accept?
So moved.
Second.
Councilman Kitchen,
Any discussion?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I understand it's a provisional appointment. Civil service will be giving a test in the future. Is that correct?
The position is a newly created position. The hiring is totally a provisional at this point in time, subject to the creation of the position by Ulster County Civil Service and then the administration of the exam. Any additional conversation, discussion on the matter? Roll call, please.
Councilman Kitchen,
Yes.
Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
Yes.
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. Mr. Van Cleek, the next resolution to appoint the town health official comes out of your activity. Would you please give us an explanation?
Yes, in compliance with the New York State requirement for us to have an emergency procedures manual, it came to our attention that we need to designate health officials for the town. So we are recommending that the supervisor and the town clerk be designated as health officers for the town of Ulster. This way they will have direct contact. They will be the direct points of contact for all departments for the concerns of any health related issues to communicate with the health department.
Okay, very good. May I have a motion to accept that resolution for those appointments?
Yes, moved.
I'll second
A
that.
second. A roll call, please.
Councilman Kitchen,
Yes.
Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
Yes,
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. The next item comes to us, the next four items, I should say, come to us at the recommendation of the Town of Ulster Planning Board, which held a meeting, its regularly scheduled meeting last week. First item is a resolution extending the site plan approval, which was previously given to LHV Precast at 540 Ulster Landing Road, section block and lot number 40.31-1-34.100 and 40.31-1-34.200. This is for the construction of an expansion to their existing facility. This resolution will extend the site plan to September 2021. May I have a motion to accept the resolution?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on the matter?
None.
Roll call vote, please.
Councilman Kitchen,
Yes.
Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
yes,
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. The next item is a resolution initiating seeker, and it is a referral of the project that is referenced as Morgan Coy, project P-818 at 36 Sawkill Road, section block and lot number 48.14-3-44.240. And this will be for seeker and for a referral to the Ulster County Planning Board. Mr. Coy plans on developing a 10-acre parcel that is adjacent to the Family Practice Center, right after you come over the bridge over Chandler heading north. So may I have a motion accepting the resolution?
Yes, moved.
I'll second that.
Discussion?
None.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Kitchen,
Yes.
Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
yes,
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. The next item is a resolution granting site plan approval for Joseph Emmanuel, project P-813, 230 to 2332 Route 9W. I believe that should be 2330 to 2332 Route 9W, Lake Katrine, New York, 12449, section block and lot 39-12-1-24. It's for a minor expansion to an existing building. May I have a motion?
Well, made.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion on the matter?
Councilman Kitchen,
Yes.
Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
yes,
and Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you very much. The next resolution is a resolution granting site plan approval for Urban Precast, project P-808. It's at 6 to 8 Kiefer Lane, Kingston, New York, 12401. Section block and lot 48.66-2-2.210 for a minor enclosure that is going to be added, I believe, to the north side of the building. Is that correct, Mr. Tutt?
That is correct.
Okay. Motion, please.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion on the matter?
None from me.
All those in, roll call, please.
Councilman Kitchen,
Yes.
Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
Yes.
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. As we approach the end of the year, we have a housekeeping issue regarding the appointment of two individuals to the Ulster County Planning Board. It's required to be done by resolution. So in your package tonight, there is a resolution reappointing Frank Omquist and Dan Furman to the Ulster County Planning Board for a one-year term in 2021. This is subject to a confirmation vote by the Ulster County Legislature. May I have a motion to accept?
So
the
moved.
Second,
discussion? Roll
None.
call, please.
Councilman Kitchen,
Yes.
Councilman Morrow,
yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
Yes.
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. The next item is a resolution accepting a deed of gift from Kingston Mall LLC for the return of the easement as described in Libra 2640, page 120, dated September 30th, 1996. In 1996, Supervisor Labarge, with support and approval of the Town of Ulster Town Board, granted an easement to PCK Development for the seasonal snow storage on a portion of the transfer station property that abuts the rear road and Frank Satile Boulevard. Given the reduced usage at the mall and the cessation of the need to store snow off-site, and for the town to regain total control over an asset that we have, that we own, I've asked the Hudson Valley Mall owners, Kingston Mall, to execute a deed to return or extinguish that easement. And tonight we have a resolution authorizing the town board to accept the deed of gift. May I have a motion?
So
I'll
moved.
make that motion.
I'll second that.
Okay, any discussion on the matter? Roll call,
Councilman
please.
Kitchen,
Yes.
Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
Yes.
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. As the board knows, we have completed the seasonal construction activities on the Spring Lake Sewer Project. We have made an application to the Housing and Community Redevelopment Agency for $442,000 under our grant for the construction of this project. We are approaching the end of the year, and I would like to have the bills that we've incurred paid before the end of the year. So tonight I'm presenting a resolution authorizing a temporary loan from the, this should read, the Town of Ulster Landfill Closure Fund, not the Ulster Sewer District Capital Fund, in the amount of $442,000 to be paid back in January upon receipt of the grant proceeds. In the package is a description of the expenses that have been incurred and who the checks will be distributed to. So we have all the information to back up this loan request. So may I have a motion?
So moved.
Second,
Any discussion on the matter?
No.
Roll call, please.
Kitchen,
Yes.
Councilman Morrow,
yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
Yes.
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. Approximately 2 years ago, the Town of Ulster Sewer Department placed an order to replace the sewer jet truck that has been used by various departments throughout the town for not only cleaning the sewers, but doing hydrovac excavation of water main breaks and highway department projects, along with cleaning of storm drains. At that time, we had a discussion about the disposal of the truck that was being replaced, and it was agreed that the highway department would take possession of the truck and continue to use that truck for the more intensive operations of hydro excavation and such that really stresses out a piece of equipment because of the nature of the abrasion that is, that takes place inside the pipes. So there is a motion declaring the old 2001 Vector sewer jet truck, and the serial number is here, surplus, and authorizing the transfer of said truck to the Highway and Water Department for the sum of $60,000 to be paid jointly. That's $30,000 from each fund. May I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll
Sure, I'll
second
second that.
Any discussion on the matter?
Councilman Kitchen,
Yes.
Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
that. Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
Yes,
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. The next item on our agenda is a motion to authorize the town supervisor to renew the town's insurance policies for the years January 1, 2021 through December 31st, 2021 with Tokai Marine, HCC Public Risk, per the quote of December 2nd, 2020, in the amount of $265,699.76. I really tried to get them to give us the 76 cents back, but they wouldn't go for it. It's about a 3.5% increase over the existing policy, and we've had increases in coverages caused by acquisitions of new pieces of equipment. So may I have a motion to authorize the renewal?
I'll
I'll
make
move.
the motion.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Councilman Kitchen,
Yes.
Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
yes,
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. Monday, I received an email from Dan Baker, the assessor, advising me that Governor Cuomo had just issued an executive order affecting the senior exemptions that we are currently in the application phase for at the assessor's office. And that due to COVID-19, the governor has stated in his executive order that exemptions granted for the year of 2020 shall be extended to include 2021. And one of the requirements of the executive order is that the town board has the requirement to pass a resolution authorizing the assessor to undertake this act. So basically what we are allowing those that have received certain property tax exemptions in the town of Ulster through an application process, they will not have to appear or provide those applications to the assessor's office to have an effective 2021 real property tax exemption. Mr. Baker does have the ability to review all exemptions to make sure that they are proper, and any exemptions that he finds to be of a questionable nature, he has the right to investigate. That the questionable nature may come up from the passing of the person who owned the property and received the exemption, the sale, or the fact that the individual may no longer be entitled to the exemption. So that's what the resolution basically authorizes the assessor's office to do. So may I have a motion to accept the resolution as presented?
I'll make it.
Do I have a second?
Second?
Second.
Any discussion on the matter?
on this issue, if we didn't vote in favor of this, would the assessor's office then be in violation of a state requirement?
I think basically the assessor's office would not have the authority to undertake the actions that were ordered under the executive order.
Okay.
Is that a
thank
correct
you.
description, Mr. Kovacs?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Any additional discussion?
None.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Kitchen,
Yes.
Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
Yes,
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. The final resolution under old business for tonight's meeting is a resolution establishing a standard workday for an appointed official. This is a housekeeping resolution. related to the reporting requirements to the New York State retirement system by the town for pension credits earned by, in this case, appointed officials. So may I have a motion to accept the resolution as presented?
Yes, Momo move.
Second.
Councilman
Any
Kitchen.
dis-
I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Go ahead, roll call.
Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
Yes.
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. That concludes our agenda for tonight. I'll open the floor to any comments that anyone may have. I would like to conclude tonight's meeting by wishing the residents of the town of Ulster a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I would like to remind everyone that our reorganization meeting is scheduled for the first Thursday in January, the normal meeting date for a workshop meeting. Let me just confirm that. date.
January 7th.
January 7th?
Yes.
Okay. And hopefully everybody have a safe New Year. Thank you very much.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thank you, Jim.
Merry
Thanks, everybody.
Christmas.
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you all.
Night.
Good night and Merry Christmas.
Oh, we didn't do a motion to adjourn, but,
I'll make the motion.
okay.
Second.
All right, thank you. Good night.
Thanks.
Didn't do all in favor.
All in favor? Everyone's gone.